That's just what it's like to be Austin.
You're doing awesome, dude. Go on, get back out there.
I can't.
Sure you can. Watch this. Hey, Ozman, do you want? Yeah.
I wish I could enjoy anything as much as my son enjoys everything.
Look, Daddy's a dragon!
Because Austin, every day can be the best day. Every moment the best.
He loves first, but he's let his own dental care take a backseat. Time for a shift.
What possessed you, right? Because you went OD. You went OD. I don't know where this came from, and I admire it. But what possessed you to go to the O Block trial? And why did you end up getting snatched by the feds when you went? How did you do that? Why did you go? I'm curious.
I'm always in Chicago.
Okay.
I was in Chicago at the time. I did not plan to go up
But
there.
you don't live in Chicago, right?
No. I do business in Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
So I did not even plan that. It's gonna sound like some BS. It was 100% coincidence. But the reason I got snatched was because of a video I did because I helped portray. I was in my feelings. You feel what I'm saying? This fool, Church's News, ended up being a damn snitch after people that told me, hey, stay away from that dude. That dude is snitch, you're right. Talk to Buddy. He like, man, say that wasn't me, man. That wasn't me, man. Now they lying on me. They lying on me, man. They lying on me, man. They lying. They just lying, man. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna take you at your word until I can't.
Mm-hmm.
So then, going on, and it's looking like it's being revealed. Shout out Mickey Truth, because she was the one who broke it. Like, this telling. I'm still like, nah, because when I jumped out the window on two of them cats, they hit me up like, you sound crazy. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like,
You said jumped out the window. Oh, you can figuratively speaking.
Yeah. I jumped out the window, and you jump out the window of the feds, you're gonna die. Because that's like 18 stories. So I made the video and I was joking, but they didn't see it as joke. I told them they should crash out like they did KTS Dre. KTS Dre got shot 75 times outside of the jailhouse in Chicago, getting out of Cook County Jail. So, that happened. And what saved me, because they was going to charge me with obstruction, like basically witness intimidation, is I'm second video talking about, man, you know what? I was joking on that. But if you're going to be a snitch, bro, and you claim that you're doing it to clean up the streets, why don't you give up some of your homies then? If that's really your play, really, really your play, you got killers over here, BDs. Why you only telling on the BDs? You see what I'm saying? So if you're gonna snitch it up, snitch it all the way up. So that way you can stand there and be like, I'm really trying to clean these streets up. And I ain't got no problem with that. You know what I'm saying? I really ain't got no problem snitching, like at all.
Snitch it all the way up is crazy work.
How did that happen? So walking the doors, you were at the trial, and then you can see people that's gradually getting closer and closer to you. Like they had your picture. Like, how did they know to even look for you?
Man, they be watching the internet, bro. They watch the internet. They was watching me walk up the steps.
Do you see them watching? Like, did you feel alive or anything?
It's the windows are basically tinted, right? So I get up there, I'm not knowing nothing, obviously, because I wouldn't have showed up. Thank God I did show up there, and I'll tell you in a minute. Mickey Truth is there, and FBG Butters' freaking manager is up there. I'm not knowing FBG Butters' manager. I just said some wild stuff about Butters, you know what I'm saying? But shake hands with Mickey Truth, met her at the trial and stuff like that. She's like, damn, Sandy Nash, you actually really big, tall. And I'm like, yeah. So,
ain't it funny when they think that we little podcast, and then they see you in person like, I'll beat you, bro. Cause they be thinking that with me, I'll be like, bro, I'm 6'3". I'll beat the shit out you. And they be a little like, that big, bro.
yeah. And they take the smiling and the jokes for this, but they don't know. It's really to relax you in case I had to beat out you. So to finish it, I walk through the little metal detector. I give my ID, give my phone like you do when you go into court. And it was Mickey True go in. She don't even get all the way in. It's a white dude that step up, and then it's a marshal. Marshall looking like a little pit bull. He walking like, you said he next. I started. You said he next. He just tapping. You're Sadie Nash. We gotta talk to you about a video you made. Oh shit. I said, but this is what I knew. As soon as I didn't get my arms tied up, then they, you know what I'm saying? So they basically know, hey, we ain't like that video you did. You got influence in Chicago. You know what I'm saying? We was thinking about charging you with obstruction, but really what we're gonna do is we're gonna go tell YouTube on you. I said, no, I'm deleting the video. I'll even delete the video where I'm saying, I deleted 2 videos. I lost 80,000 views that day. But when they told me they was about to go tell YouTube, I started complying. Hold on. And then it Mickey True broke the story, and then everybody and their mama started saying, but the crazier part is, it went on Chicago Sun-Times and all this shit. And then they lied on me. They said, I stood up in court and said, y'all need to crash out. I said, bro, like for real? You think I would be locked up right now? Yeah. And then they just ran with that. Sadie Nash, he works for the feds. I'm like, bruh, y'all all seen the video. You seen what I said. It was 2 main reactions to it, like, you tripping. You need to delete this. It's older cats saying, nah, delete that video, youngin. You tripping right now. Crash out. I'm being funny. And that's what I told the feds. I'm like, it's a satire. And then I said in the second video, and then the Fed officer was like, the second video is what saved you. That's why you're not in handcuffs now. I said,
the fact that they watching like that is crazy.
They don't have profiles, by the way. When he pulled it out with his stupid ass, he had to watch the commercial. I'm just looking at this Xbox commercial,
Wow.
2 commercials playing. And then he just scrolled to the part I said, oh, and he was like, yeah, you mad. I said, y'all done seen me mad.
It's our job to find the right clothing for the right job that not only protects but also adds comfort.
My passion for rap and starting books, I started writing about how music influenced the minds of the youth, and I kind of lost my passion for rap because I was rapping about the same things that influenced me.
How did you end up connecting with R. Kelly? Was it the previous prison stint, or have you gotten out since then?
June of 2019, I had to turn myself in because I produced a rap song entitled Whack the Rats. And I actually mentioned a real federal informant in the song. So
the idea.
Yeah, the government basically issued a U.S. Marshal warrant out for me. I turned myself in to MCC Chicago. R. Kelly got indicted, and he ended up in MCC Chicago with me. I wanted to write a book on the behalf of R. Kelly to get his side of the story, like to basically counter the narrative of surviving R. Kelly, which was a docuseries on a Lifetime. I mean, they moved me to Unit 19 where R. Kelly was at. So at that point, I was able to communicate with him every day and negotiate, doing a book with him every day. We kind of became friends or associates or whatever you want to call it. He opened up to me about a lot of the inner workings in the music industry. He basically confirmed that he, I really don't want to say it because I promised his brother Bruce Kelly and other family members of R. Kelly that I wouldn't speak on certain things, but he basically admitted he sold his soul, and he tried to deliver that message to his fans in the music video, I Wish. It's a skit in his song, I Wish, not the remix, but the one he did by himself. His mom is deceased, and in the skit he was speaking to his mom from the sky, looking up, saying, "Ma, I want out of this, but it's hard." And she replied from the sky that, "What worth is it for a man to conquer the whole world but lose his own soul?" Which is a quote by, he was trying to indirectly let his fans and the public know that I got myself involved in something that I didn't know I was getting myself into, and technically sold his soul, and he wanted out.
Can I ask you a question? When you say sold your soul, I mean, that can mean different things, like sold your soul to the industry, sold your soul to the devil, sold your soul to who?
People think it's conspiracy theory, but according to R. Kelly, the top executives in the music industry actually really practice evil things such as devil worship and selling gold, and you technically have to like sign your name in blood and do some like certain humiliation rituals for them to trust you. I mean, they, like, for example, a sex tape came out about R. Kelly like around, and you're not in your right mind, and then they have certain people who seduce you. I really don't want to say that he told me this himself because of certain reasons, but basically he had to do certain humiliation rituals, and he was sedated, so he didn't know what he was doing, but it was recorded. So the way that these executives work, they will have you do something like this, whether you're aware of what you're doing or not, and record and say, well, if you don't comply with this agenda, then we will expose you to the public and ruin your life. We can lock you up. We can bring all type of lawsuits on you. We can take your catalog and basically ruin your whole career. However, if you comply with us in this agenda, then we'll make sure you stay successful and at the top of your game. And despite what people believe about R. Kelly, but he tried to be a stand-up guy and he didn't want to comply with certain things. Certain people like Jay-Z are in total compliance with these people. Like Diddy was in compliance with him. He was a federal informant and he was conducting certain humiliation rituals and having other celebrities and artists do the same thing. And the moment he tried to step outside of the boundaries that they set for him and sue some very rich, powerful people, then like, okay, well,
Talking about Diddy, Jay-Z, and
put
R.
you in this
Kelly.
position, now we're gonna show you we can take you out of this position. And they did the same thing with R. Kelly, basically.
I'm wondering, so the Diddy thing, that allegation is that he sued a liquor company that's actually owned by like BlackRock or something like that, or
Yeah.
and that upset them, and so they went after him, right? And what did Art Kelly do where you're saying he stepped out and said, hey, I'm not going to be a part of this? What was his specific thing? Did he do something specific, or did he just say, I'm not going to be a part of this anymore?
Yeah, he didn't want to be a part of the behind the scene activities that go on in Hollywood. And he tried to be an up guy, as I just mentioned, and he basically didn't want to comply with the agenda, and then he went as far, just like Diddy's situation. When it boils down to it, it's about money. And in our R. Kelly situation, he found out that he was worth $1.2 billion. He wrote songs for Michael Jackson and other major artists in the music industry, and that's not even including all the hits that he had. So he was basically the most valuable individual in the music industry at the time. But although he was technically supposed to be his net worth was supposed to be like $1.2 billion, he realized, well, I'm barely a millionaire. So he wanted to renegotiate his contracts and get what he felt like he earned. And once that happened, then it's like, okay, well, you probably remember this, but we recorded you having sex with that girl, and you might not know that she was 14 years old. But at the end of the day, we have this tape. So either you're going to comply or we're going to expose you and lock you. And that's what they attempted to do at the time. He somehow beat case back then, but even if you get a victory win certain battles against them, like it's a war with them, and you can win battles, but they looking at it like, okay, you think you got away with that, but we'll eventually get you again. And
yeah, you may have won the battle, but we'll win the war.
Absolutely. And basically, that's exactly what happened. They started basically turning the public and his fans against him with all type of allegations, especially when the Surviving R. Kelly docuseries came out. They basically painted the picture that he was a monster and he abusing women and locking them in cages and basements and mistreating them. And so he lost the support of the public from that. And so once they seen that, well, you don't have nobody to support you anymore. People looking at you like you're a creep, a monster. Now we can bring these charges upon and everybody gonna believe you guilty. The jury is likely gonna find you guilty because 9 times out of 10, they probably watched Surviving R. Kelly too. So in their minds, you're already guilty.
So how long were you locked up with it? Did you end up writing this book? Like, did you end up writing the entire book? Like, what happened there? I mean, you're in the unit with him. How's that progressing? Like, are you guys meeting every day? You taking notes? Like, what happens with that?
Well, yeah, I was only on the unit with him for 30 days, but within that time, I got a lot of information out of him, but he still didn't want to sign the agreement. I just found out through Jaguar Wright that not only was he writing music, but he was writing like movie scripts and stuff like that. And he told me basically, I want to write my own story, my own book. I want to put out a movie about this. And if I sign this agreement with you, then I basically just gave you the rights to do what I want to do for myself. So he didn't want to do it. And then it was rumors circulating around the jail that it actually started off as jokes, like people saying that Ronnie Bo trying to extort R. Kelly into a contract. And then the joke became rumors, and then the rumors got to the correction officers and the security staff. So they started looking at me like, we gotta watch you now. And they eventually separated me from Unit 19 where R. Kelly was at. And I went to Unit 23 and MCC Chicago, and we kind of lost touch, but I was still able to send him kites through certain people. He was able to send me kites through certain people. So we were still in communication, but it was difficult to communicate with him after that point because of the separation.
So were you able to write the book?
Well, I still wrote a book based on things that he told me, and I actually published that book a couple of months ago. And it's more in depth than just R. Kelly book. It's entitled Challenging the Illuminati. And I put a lot of work in that book. It took me blood, sweat, and tears of experience to be able to have the mindset to write the book. I literally spent thousands on information that I put in the book. It's actually available now on Amazon, and I set the price at $100 because the information in there is so valuable. Like, it's worth it. Anybody who read it will see that it's worth it, and it's untold stories. People will learn exactly what my relationship to R. Kelly was in the book. But
looking for a treatment option that's right for you? Ask your healthcare provider for more information and visit Entyvio.com. With Entyvio, you may be able to pay as little as $5 per dose.
But speaking of that, I've actually, although I made it for sale on Amazon, I actually been giving it out to fans for free. And in my last few interviews, explained to the audience that since I've been going viral about the things I know about the music industry and certain people in the industry, just so happened by coincidence or conspiracy, they keep restricting my pages. So it's been hard for people to follow me and keep up with me. So I actually gave out my number in my last few interviews, and I want to do that again, which is, the number is 414-810-9090. And anybody who texts or calls for the book, I'm gonna send you the ebook for free. It's available on Amazon for $100, but for your audience, people who are subscribed to you, they comment, like, and send text saying, well, I'm subscribed to Matthew Cox Show, and I'm gonna send everybody the ebook for free. And it's definitely a lot of information in there. And there's a lot going on that when you got multiple kids and you're not in the household with either of these kids, the kids just they need a mother and a father in the household. So that will cause them to grow up misguided, misled, and that's a part of the agenda in the music industry. Now with Jay-Z, with him, like glorifying the street lifestyle, selling drugs, being a major dope boy, and buying the most expensive brands, Cartiers and Cristal, the things that he was putting in his music, that type of stuff motivates the society to sell drugs, especially the urban culture, people who come from the inner cities, poverty, the ghetto, you call it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we look up to the dope boys. We want to be them. And then that leads us to either prison or death. And that's the agenda. That's what they want the music to do to society. So they basically use Jay-Z, they use R. Kelly to put Jay-Z in a bigger spotlight, because R. Kelly was a global public figure. I mean, like, he wasn't just big in the United States, but he was big in Africa. He performed at the Olympics. Jay-Z had a limited fan base. So they felt like, okay, if we can put him in R. Kelly spotlight, then we can make him even more influential. And even his relationship with Beyonce, that was like a planned and staged relationship, because Beyonce, she reached a way broader audience than Jay-Z could reach with rap music and talking about selling drugs. So it also make people idolize him more, because it's like, wow, he's successful. He got the most beautiful woman in Hollywood, the most beautiful woman in the music industry or whatever. Like, so he's a role model. Like, and that made more people feel like, well, if I'm gonna be the man, I gotta have more money than everybody else, and I gotta have the most beautiful woman. Like, people don't really, in my culture, they don't really base their relationship on morals and values and having a good, loyal woman. It's like, I just want a beautiful woman. I mean, a sexy woman, so everybody can look at me like I'm the man. I mean, and I mean, it's obvious the way that they could affect people's social lives.
And this, you found out during the interview with R. Kelly?
These were some of the discussions I had with R. Kelly while being in federal prison with him. A lot of these things I was already writing about in my books, you know, but I guess you can say that it was basically just pure conspiracy theory at first. But then after R. Kelly, a lot of those things were confirmed, things that I was already writing about and speculating and theorizing about was confirmed. And wow, this really does go on in the music industry.
All right, so you were there 30 days, you had these discussions. Eventually, how long did you do in jail before you got out?
And flavor, try the everyday deals at Sonny's. Get the pork big deal for 10.
So what you gotta say to me, Baldy? I mean, I would start with the fact that there was a pretty vicious assault that had place at my facility, and you seem weirdly unapologetic about it, don't seem terribly concerned about it, whereas for me, this has been a significant source of bad press, as well as a potential legal risk.
Bad press?
Yeah, and you're soaking it up. You're posting non-stop Instagram posts about it.
Bro, my grandmother, my mother, R&B's ex-husband
we're sorry for Wack getting his ass whooped. I'm the one now that got his ass whooped. You talking
Main
about bad
character
press?
syndrome. See, you making it about the
No,
fact that
bro,
some
that's
people
not
thought that
good.
it was you getting beat up
No,
is
that's
important.
not-
That's an important thing to
And how
highlight
do you
here.
check it?
Who the cares if people thought that you got beat up? Obviously, that's not
I
even true.
care.
But you're posting about this nonstop, making it all about yourself.
Who? Who posting what?
You're posting, look, it's not me getting beat up. Who gives a It's the
I
fact
give-
that
I give-
this assault took place in my facility in the first place.
First of all, well, let's backtrack. You made me aware it was somebody back there.
Exactly, because I saw them outside and I felt
Okay,
it.
now
I was
stop.
like, oh, what am I going to do? I'm going to call Wack, let him know there's a couple guys outside.
Now watch this. Wack didn't run out on no bullshit.
Right, but the people that you invited are the ones who got involved in this bullshit. And from my perspective, this was all like a big PR thing. Because why was somebody filming before it even started?
I don't listen. I can't tell you that.
Well, you know, human nature is that
It was
there's a
none
bunch
of
of
my-
clout chasing
it was
going
none
on.
of
If
my
you're going to
people.
punch somebody in the face, you tell your friend to film beforehand.
Well,
That's
watch
some clout
this.
chasing
Let me
shit.
ask you a question.
That's somebody who plans on putting the video out from
Loose
the
Cannon
beginning.
was supposed to come up here and meet me on my way out because we driving to Vegas. Now, I had no idea that you and him were talking 9 o'clock that morning.
Me and Luce?
I got this fucking text.
What were we talking about? You want to see my conversation with Luce?
well, I
Let's do
got
it. Let's bring up some receipts.
You know, I got the receipts. So I'm like, well, he like, yo, I told Adam I was coming. He said, cool. This is you right here. Merry Christmas over. That's a Thursday, 9 o'clock a.m. What up? I'm dropping off your Christmas gift today at 5 p.m. When Wack gets there, King. You said, oh shit, okay, thanks, G. This, y'all communicate. I don't know.
Yeah, he brought me some French Bulldog hoodies.
So what I'm telling
Somehow that doesn't correlate with me being accepting of him committing a violent assault.
Okay, so what I'm saying is this, right? I don't know that we got some people gonna pop up here, right? That day, dude from Dosh, I remember he called me the night before. I said, bro, Adam's gonna wanna see the back end of shit, how shit works, whatever. Already talked to him about it, he's open to it. He said, okay, Wack, I'm gonna come out. I said, get there at 4:30. It'll take you 15, 20 minutes to open up your life. He wasn't coming to sit down, he was coming to your office.
But this never happens.
No, listen, I'm gonna tell you why. See, this is why I'm trying to tell you, right? I get a text, right, here it goes. I'll let you look at it. This is...
You talking about Travis, Wack?
Travis, look, you see this, right? I did a text at about 2:30.
Yeah.
Telling me I'm not gonna make it.
I just left my attorney for early release of probation. I ain't gonna make it there by 5. SMH, I add you to social media platforms also, and I'm here whenever you come back. I'm gonna make sure all the sites and apps live, blah, blah, blah. Okay.
Boom. Okay, now, Travis Ford is his number 2, right? So what I do, I take it upon myself to call Travis Ford and say, Travis, Mozzie just hit me. He not gonna make it. I sent you the audio to that.
I didn't listen to it.
Okay, well, I sent you the audio. I called Travis at 3 o'clock. Mozzie not gonna make it. I'm gonna tell you why. Travis from Main Street Crip, and it's cool. But this is how I work. That's Mozzie's partner. So if he comes up here with Mozzie, because I know that's his partner, so we can meet with you before we do this, right? I don't give a fuck who he got a problem with, right? You ain't gonna handle it now. Now it's totally different if Travis show up by himself and he got some issues with somebody. At that point in time, it ain't my business. So what I did is hit Travis, hey, Mozzie just canceled, so you don't show up. So this totally debunks the bullshit narrative that we're trying to line some people up. Because when Mozzie canceled, I called Travis. You had a recording, right? I hit Mozzie again the other day. I sent you that recording. Yo, who is this dude, bro? Because he did an interview saying he's coming up here to do our business. Now, our contract between 100 and Dosh was signed 6 weeks ago. You understand what I'm saying? So what I told him is, look, bro, I'm gonna give Adam part of my end. You meet me halfway, give him part of your end. I said that way he has ownership, Not a bullshit little check every month when we making hundreds of thousands of dollars, but you got to come up here and show him how it works. That's what that was about. So when Mozzie canceled with me, the boss dealing with the boss, I called his number 2 and told him not to come. Because I know he from a set, and I don't know who the he got problems with.
But is it just me, or are you talking about people that are not the people that actually showed up?
No,
Because I don't know who
no.
Mozzie and Travis and those
Mozzie's the
people are.
owner, Travis is his number 2. Those are the only people I know.
Okay.
Now watch this.
And not Sacramento Mozzie.
No.
And
Now watch
Travis
this.
Ford's a rapper from LA.
Now watch this.
Oh, okay.
So when I call, you have the fucking shit. When I call him and say, yo, bro, what's up with this dude? Know what he tells me? He said, Wack, dude called me at 5:56 and said he on his way to No Jumper. And I said, I said, why? Wack, Mozzie canceled with Wack. Wack called me and told me not to show up. What the f you doing up there? There's no reason for you to go up there. He tells him I'm going up there anyway. Right? I don't know this dude. All I know is Travis Ford and Mozzie, owner number 2. That's it. I don't know this dude.
Jay Reed.
Yeah, I don't know this dude, right? I'm tired of him because I walk in the goddamn studio and they say head nod and I head nod. Now we know each other, right? So after we get done, he does what he always does. I got to get home before the baby goes to sleep. We come out here, laugh, joke, bullshit, shoot a game of pool, then we get on. I know I'm going to Vegas. Now, what you don't know that day is, remember I texted you and said, yo, are we pod? You said, yes, we are. I was not anticipating doing the show. I'm in Vegas. So guess where I drove from straight to here? Vegas, right? So in my mind, I got to go back to Vegas because I got a meeting the next morning. But I'm not finna tell bro all can I drive, get here, and double back. Luke, what's up? Where y'all at? We out here. Okay, look, bro, I got to drive back to Vegas, right? I don't let people in my car. I don't know if you paid attention. I don't let dudes in my vehicle. I don't.
You're afraid of the temptation?
No, it's just that.
It's a perfect spot. You know?
I don't be knowing, people get in, they smell like marijuana, they may have warrants and shit. Mm-hmm. I know with me in there, I know what my situation is. So they gonna escort me back. I know they there with me, I can talk bullshit, we can pull over, I get woozy. I'm doing the turnaround trip to Vegas. So when you call and tell me it's 2 people in the back, what you don't know is 2 people had tried to walk in the building because bro walked in. Soon as I saw Donnie walks in. Now they tell you this. Soon as I saw them heads, I say, bro, whoever that is, get them out of here. When you leave, bro, I don't let nobody in this building.
Uh-huh.
If you're here and it's cool, then it's cool. I respect your building. I'm not bigger than this program. Donnie will tell you, as soon as they walked in, I didn't even get a chance to see. I said, yo, whoever that is, tell them wait outside, bro. I don't know if it's some loose people or what. So when you called and said there's 2 people in the back,
in the front, really,
or wherever they was at, you know my people.
Mm-hmm.
My people, when I get here, they're here. If you ain't here when I get here, I ain't f***ing with you. So I don't send my people out because they gonna go out and I know whoever it is ain't with me. They might not know them. The words get exchanged stuff, right? I say, Luke, whoever out there, maybe they're your people, go check. So he goes out. By the time I come out, you got people on the wall, boom, 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 boom. I come out, they motion for me to come over there. I come over there, right? I say, what's up? What's the issue, right? Dude is saying some shit like, and it's crazy because he told on himself on Rick Rock's thing, right?
Yeah, I mean,
He said some shit like, motherfuckers think they all that, whoop-de-whoop-de-woo, but when it come to this white boy, Culture Vulture, he gets this, all this crazy shit, right? I make the decision not to respond. You know why? If I respond, Adam, who responds? You've been around my team long enough to know they disciplined. They ain't finna do shit unless I do some shit, right? I'm like, okay, I see who you are. I'm not saying I ain't tell myself I'm gonna fuck your ass up, just not right here.
What took place and also clear up a lot of misconceptions.
Change the narrative about me just being some guy that walked up in the back of No Jumper. That is not how it happened.
The story of Jay Reed, from what I've got from watching all of this, is a cautionary tale to watch out who you associate with.
I've been knowing you for a while. I've been knowing Loose Cannon for a while. I've been knowing Wack for a while. Make it even, you know what I'm saying, to top it off, man, I was just in Vegas with these dudes about 2 weeks.
But I could spot the back door from a mile away, and I don't know how Jay Reed didn't spot it. If I'm on my way and you're calling me 5 times back to back to back, anxious to see me, I'm asking, why are you so anxious to see me? Like, what's the hurry? Like, I'm not some type of important figure, bro. Like, you ain't never been as anxious to see me. Why are you anxious now to see me? But when Jay Reed arrived, he actually ignored another red flag.
So I'm like, man, I'll be there in a second. You know what I mean? I'm coming from a different area. So as I'm saying that, I'm telling you, we get there, we pull up, I'm actually be there. I'm actually wait outside, and I guess the show was over. So I introduced myself to Adam. I introduced myself to Adam as Jay Reed. Came back to, we shook hands. We sat right there and our video recorded. Adam, who I am. I'm trying to understand how we in this situation. Well, I'm gonna get to that in a second. But let me go ahead and say this, man. I walked into the building. You see what I'm saying? Because for a second, I'm outside, but I'm thinking, man, this is my boy right here. Why do I need to be outside? Let me go up inside and introduce myself. You know, to make sure everybody up in there is straight. As I'm coming in, see Loose, I see Wack right in front of me, but at the same time, I do see 15 in there.
Jay Reed showed up as a middleman, but Jay Reed is aware that Travis Ford, the CEO of the Dash Network, was supposed to be there too. Travis Ford was the real guest. Jay Reed was the middleman that was coming to hold it down. So when Jay Reed gets there and he don't see Travis Ford, I feel like that should have sprung some red flags in his head. Jay Reed spoke to Travis Ford a few hours before, and Travis Ford let him know that he was skeptical and he may not come. So if he was so skeptical to the point where he didn't come, then why did you feel comfortable there? So eventually, Loose Cannon and Jay Reed get to talking and they walk outside.
Wack right there, and as we conversing, you know, they just decided to say, let's go outside. I don't know for what reason. I thought it was just me and Wack at the time gonna be walking out, you know, because we had some business to attend to when it came to Dash Network.
Jay Reed, a street dude, an OG, so I'm trying to figure out how he's missing these red flags. You was anxious for me to get there. I get there, and the person that was supposed to be there for me, the middleman of business, they're saying is way too sketchy for them to show up. And then when we get there, we're in the AC building, and you say, let's go out in the heat, and you went for it. I don't understand, right? But I do think Jay Reed was just trying to do the right thing, because when the conversation started outside, very quickly, he should have realized that the conversation was above his pay grade. And essentially, they was having issues with things that he really couldn't solve or give an answer for.
So we get to walking outside as we speaking, you know, as we get to speaking, you know, I'm looking at Loose Cannon because I'm trying to figure out, you know, what's the motive of me being in this situation. So Loose Cannon gets to talking about the spreadsheet that they wanted to see from Mozzie about the Dash Network. Now, this is something we've been going back and forth about for the last few months. And, you know, this is me trying to learn how to get up into the network game as opposed to me dealing with the music game. You know, so I'm learning about the subscribers. So we were stuck on the issue about 80,000 subscribers that Dash Network has. So it was the issue, it was a situation upon seeing the spreadsheet. Now, we wanted to see the spreadsheet because we wanted to see how these 80K followers are still there on this site. Now, me bringing the situation of hand, I'm the front runner, I'm the connection. So I don't feel no type of way about me being there because this is business. So as me and Loose begin to speak, he says, hey, Jay Reed, see, this is where we have a situation where we need to see the spreadsheet for the network. As he began to say that, he calls Wack over there, and Wack begins to speak.
Tyler Perry's The Oval. New season Tuesday, January 7th at 9 on BET.
At Grand Canyon University, we believe in equal opportunity, and the American dream starts with purpose. By honoring your sacred vocation of nursing, impact your family, your friends, and your community. GCU's RN to BSN online degree program allows you the freedom to balance online coursework with practicum hours while helping you achieve your goals and serve others.
From a common sense perspective, you could tell what's going on just by examining this. Loose Cannon feels disrespected by Dash Network. He feels Dash Network is trying to pull a fast one over him. They've been having conversations back and forth. Their conversations have gotten heated before, which is why Travis Ford, the owner of Dash Network, wasn't present, because they've been disrespectful on both sides. Jay Reed hasn't run a network. He doesn't run a network. He's not involved in the network. He don't understand what the network has. He doesn't understand the spreadsheet. He doesn't understand nothing because He's just the middleman. So when he presents himself as a representative, Loose Cannon is thinking, okay, you're somebody who can give me answers in regard, and you don't really say, hey, I don't know this, you know, you're fast talking, you're trying to figure things out on the spot. Well, it comes as if you're BSing, and it comes across as if you're playing in their faces.
Wack gets to showing me like, hey, man, you know, this is not what we're asking for. We need to go ahead and get out. And as I get to looking, man, it just, and Rock, when I tell you this, man, it throws me all off guard because I wasn't aware at all. Next thing you know, I'm getting punched up in the face and it just goes crazy at that point, as y'all can see. Just totally threw me off guard, man, because I'm thinking in my head, this is my brother.
There's been a lot of stories on both sides, but I feel like that right there is the real depiction of what happened. Jay Reed was trying to middleman some conversations between Loose Cannon and Dosh Network. Loose Cannon already feels like Dosh Network is playing with him. So when Jay Reed came trying to fast talk, he felt like Jay Reed is playing with him, and that's what took place. Now, here's the thing, right? Jay Reed isn't just placing the blame on Loose Cannon and Wack 100. No, he's placing the blame on No Jumper. And here's the reason why he says from his own mouth why he's placing the blame on No Jumper.
It's more important to me that I have to do this for my kids and for my family. You know what I mean? For my kids to wake up and my mom see this and, you know, my family members see this, you know, it's tragic. It's a tragedy. You know what I mean? Nobody wants to wake up and be viral for this type of mess. And unfortunately, it happened at No Jumper. And that's the thing that get me, because I'm trying to think like, man, where's the safety that come in at it? You know, people been wondering like, what happens next? Hey, all I can say is this, man. You know, you got to stay tuned because I've been told not to talk about certain situations. And, you know, that's just from a legal perspective. Maybe, you know, maybe I shouldn't do. Maybe, what you know, I don't know. But I'm going to tell you, you know, these type of things just can't be allowed. Man, I was looking for a little bit more help. You know what I mean? A little bit, you know, more safety when it comes around there, man. You know, I'm just confused of how I even went down, Rob.
That sounds like lawyer talk, man. Now, I've been lying to y'all if I told y'all I knew the legalities of this. But what I do know is that Jay Reed spoke to his lawyer, Adam spoke to his lawyer, and they're both confident that if this does lead to a case, that the case is favorable on their side. So whatever their lawyers is telling them, man, you know, they're confident. So I can't tell you guys how it's going to shape out, but, you know, Jay Reed speaking towards he expected protection. Like, my thing is, if No Jumper invited you as a guest for an interview, I feel like that's one thing, but guest who isn't even employed by No Jumper inviting you and then an altercation happening off the premises after hours, it's kind of like, I guess I don't understand, right? But again, I don't understand the law in regards to assaults, right? Because, you know, I've never caught a case, so I don't know. But if you're not really on the premises and it's after hours, even though you were invited by somebody, I guess, who isn't employed by No Jumper, doesn't really have any type of affiliation with No Jumper in Loose Cannon, do you still get the same protections? I guess, I don't know. Now, Jay Reed would say, though, that he can't even confirm if there was a security guard there or if Adam was there. But he does leave some room open just in case this goes to court where he could say, hey, listen, I was getting beat up. I don't know. The last time I seen him, he was there.
I'm just confused. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to be a tough guy I never played to be. But I just, you know what I mean? I'm not trying to be a tough guy I never played to be. But I just do know in those type of situations because I didn't even know if the people that was behind him was security.
If you watch the footage, Wack 100 actually took a step back and never engaged, never touched Jay Reed, never got involved. So if you can't sue No Jumper and you can't sue Wack 100, would a lawyer take this pro bono for you to sue Loose Cannon? It's kind of like, I don't know, bro. Again, and I don't even know if he can't sue No Jumper or if he can't sue Wack 100. Because again, I'm not a lawyer. I don't know. Maybe he can. Maybe his lawyer told him he could. But yeah, y'all let me know in the comment section, man. How do you guys see this playing out? All right? How do you guys see it playing out? And do you guys believe the story of he was just the middleman who was just as a casualty, but the real issue was with Dosh Network and Travis Ford and Jay Reed just
I have a lot of questions.
When can they start? Today? Now? How about Saturday? Are they background checked?
My wife and I haven't been out in a year.
We need a date night. No offense.
Find all the care you need at care.com.
Listen, I know y'all thinking about the footage that's going around, what happened at No Jumper. You have to understand this, right? I don't run fake plays. I don't run the imaginary content that y'all be thinking that somebody's gonna just run and try to set somebody up and pay somebody to take a whooping. It don't work like that with me. I'm raw, I'm authentic, I'm real. I am sometimes too real. See, when y'all be cloud chasing and acting like y'all really want a problem, I'm gonna give it to you. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna give it to you. Sweetie! Sweetie! This is what happens when people cloud chase. So let's go from the beginning. We were doing the Adam and Wack show. Adam is leaving the building. Adam FaceTime Wack. Hey, Wack, it's two people that's, wandering around the parking lot. You know who they are? And Wack was like, no, I don't know who they are. So I'm like, oh, I don't know, but let me go out and holler at him. So I walk out, right? I walk out with the dude, and he was like, man, I got a problem with Wack. I'm like, you got a problem with Wack about what? Yeah, I just got a problem with him. I'm like, you do? So I called Wack over there. Wack, come over here. Dude was like, man, you running this type of content and stuff like that. And Wack was like, what content? Wack pulled out his phone. Once Wack pulled out the phone, he was like, oh, this content? And then the dude was like, everything is not content. I said, you right. So, y'all see the results. Smack. Let's get to it, right? So, how far do y'all expect me to go if somebody's cloud chasing? I want to really understand this, right? Understand your mental, right? Because if me and Wack was on the other foot, y'all be saying, oh, this is what they get, this is what they got. They cloud chasing, they thought they was untouchable and stuff, but then when it goes the way it's going to go, oh, it's fake, it's a fake play, this is fake. How? Why? Because y'all wouldn't have the heart to do it? Or y'all not like this? And y'all expect nobody else to be like, listen, bro, I told you, I was a big useless enforcer. I kept him safe. I kept a lot of people safe. Dead homies, like, I don't seem like I'm the toughest. Y'all be saying like, he don't look like a killer, but what a killer look like? Because I stand on everything I say. Because I'm not a marshmallow, sugar plum, soft sugar cookie, mayonnaise, yogurt, cottage cheese. Soft. This is what they are. They are Hawaiian rolls. Soft. They not like that. A peeled banana, soft. A peeled orange, soft. See, it be make-believe with him. So I'm gonna show you a little clip. But you have to really understand, I can't show you everything because everything is not meant to show. But it shows you enough to let y'all understand, keep playing with me. Keep playing with Wack. Keep playing with 600. Listen, we don't play around. We move militant. We don't move like how y'all move. What you thinking, like, oh, you gonna have 5, 10 people? No, I'm gonna have 30, 40, 50 all the time. You want a head of fate? I'm gonna give you that. I love to fight. I'm gonna give you the head of fate. After I knock you out, then don't be mad when the homies pounce. When we see sheep, we gonna pounce. So why y'all get mad? This is an example of stop cloud chasing. This is not what you want. I can't help it if I'm the realest in LA on the West Coast. I can't help that. I can't help it what I say and what I preach is real. What, you mad at me? Oh, you thought I was a buster? I'm gonna turn down something? I ain't turning down nothing. That's why you see me wear t-shirts. Dead homies. We ain't gonna do this, oh, this fairy tale stuff and like make believe and y'all thinking that, yeah, like, yeah, these YouTubers get it messed up. I'm not one of them. Sorry, sweetheart. I'm not you. Y'all always be acting like, I'm not going for it. It could have went a lot worse, but it didn't. So, Sweetie! Sweetie! Here y'all go.
At National Workwear, it's our job to find the right clothes for the right job. That not only protects, but also adds.
That's what? That's Crip situation going on, right? I'm a power root. It's 2 men. So what do? I take a step back. Because if I get in the middle of it and one of them free, my people activated. Then it's really f***ed up, right? My people do different shit. They ain't playing with it, right? We ain't looking for no problems. We ain't starting shit, but it's gonna get f***ed up. So I'll take 2 steps back. It happened how it happened. They fight. Dude, get off on it. Nigga, kick back, fight back, something. At this point in time, now my team, the way they thinking, well, this could be a diversion tactic because we got some miscellaneous people here for a motherfucker to take a shot at me. This is how they thinking. These niggas ain't no kids. They come up something. If you look at our outside cameras, first thing Third does is, big homie, get your ass in the car, right? So when it hits the wall and I see what's going on, I'm sorry, I've been doing it too long. Motherfuckers' mental state, when they get to a certain place, you don't know where they be. So you don't intervene and get too close to that because he could have did something or he could have did something. So all I can do, thinking about what I'm thinking about, is give a verbal request, which I did that. On my way to the vehicle, if you pay attention, you see my lights come on, right? I don't even know this other motherfucker. I don't know if he went to Entourage or not.
Well, who claimed against this?
The dude in the back, whoever this Jay Reed dude. He did? I never heard of 11-8 Gangsta Crip in my life. 11-8 to me is neighborhood Crip, East Coast.
Right.
I've never heard of that in a Hawthorne, respectfully. I don't know what that is, right? Man, then I see him say, well, it's a picture of us at dinner. The recording I sent you. Me, Mozzie, his wife, my girl, my wife, Luce and his wife. Now, what people don't know is Mozzie, his mother, his father, and his wife, 25, 30 years with R&B at the church. You get what I'm saying? They go back and Mozzie covered that. I sent you all this audio. So I can get mad at Mozzie if I want. I can get mad. He can throw water in my face. certain shit I'm not gonna do because of my girl's relationship, right? So when I get to his house, I said, yo, who is this dude? He like, well, I don't know the dude. So he was at the dinner. He said he came with Travis, right?
So Jay Reed's the guy that took the picture of y'all already? He
No,
wasn't even in it?
Mozzie said, Wack, let's get a picture to let people know it's official. Right. Travis says in the recording, when we asked you to take the picture, Wack, he jumps in and try to throw his arm around you. I didn't want to be a kid. We have Ocean Prime. You know what I'm saying? I could have said, get your bitch ass away from me, but I'm trying to do some business with these people. These dudes ain't street motherfuckers. I just took the picture and I got on. But just because I take a picture that you're in, don't in the picture for you. I don't know you, and it's not wise, bro, to just be popping up. Then he says, I called him and sent him. This is why I don't believe nothing he's saying about Bruce. He said, I sent him the text and the address and all this shit. I don't know you. Where's it at? If he had that, that shit would be up. If Luce sent him that, he would have put it up. Where's it at? I told him I got 20,000, bro. If you put that up right now. On power, we'll put that up.
So you're saying that these two dudes pulled up knowing that there's probably going to be 10 plus gang members. They pulled up 2 deep, older gentlemen.
Yeah, I don't know.
No guns.
Looking harmless
Older.
as hell.
What is that?
Older. G Wayne 50. I'm 47. Lil John 49. What
No,
the
I
fuck
get
is
it, but
y'all
they're
talking about?
older guys themselves.
He's 50. I don't know who
But I'm
else
saying,
do this.
if they were pulling up trying to do some crazy shit, they would have pulled
I don't
up
know.
way differently than they actually pulled
Here's
up.
the thing,
They
Adam.
were not a threat.
Adam, here's the thing. No, if I thought they was a threat, my team, listen, bro, let me tell you something. This mother could be taped off. Right? I did what I was supposed to do. I came outside, heard what he had to say. It was majority about you and us, the bullshit we hear, right?
I feel like you're throwing some sauce on this and acting like he's super anti-Adam 22, even though I haven't personally heard anything like that.
Bro, he said it on the.
I didn't watch that.
He said it on Rick Rock shit.
I watched the Rich Trapper
The same
conversation.
shit he said on Rick Rock shit. This white boy, culture vulture, who sex playing and whoop de whoop, like that's what he was popping, right? Y'all up here in this building, y'all think y'all whoop de whoop, and I'm like, I'm hearing him, but I'm like, if I start responding, my team reacts to my
But
reaction.
even if he's talking a bunch of shit about me, who the cares? Why is that a reason for Luce to sucker punch
it
him and
got
beat
bigger
the
than
dog
you.
shit out of him?
Where it went to was on gangster, on neighborhood. You and me. At that point in time, everybody understands what this is up. Like, stop the sucker punch shit. Nigga, you's a gangster crip, and you speaking that lingo to somebody you know is a hood crip, your level of readiness is there. The minute I tell him, look, when I tell him off a crip in front of me, nigga on power root, at that point, I've already told myself it might be a situation. Don't be doing no woofing thinking somebody ain't gonna react. At that point in time, I didn't dismiss the me and you shit, cause I stepped back. Well, I'm gonna let y'all do y'all, you know, y'all Adam, come on, bro. You didn't call motherfuckers up here for a head up. Yeah. Let's keep it gangster. So let's not act like motherfuckers ain't calling up here for a head up. If it's 2 motherfuckers right here, it wasn't 10, 15 people back there. It was 2 people right there.
But how's that head up and you got a bunch of people jumping him and then jumping the shit out of the other guy
Well,
for
let
no
me ask
reason?
you a question. When you saw me step back, how many people was back there, Adam?
I don't know.
How many people was back there? Me and them 2. When I stepped back and saw the what?
Why was somebody already filming?
You gotta ask them. You think I wasn't my people? I don't know who put that shit out. I don't know.
I'm possible to know. It's also confusing that, okay, so you said this fool's claiming this 118
He
gangster,
said it.
which, and 118, like you said, that's like a Hawthorne area, but he from the IE, right?
Who?
Jay Reed.
No, he from Hawthorne.
Oh, he from Hawthorne. Okay,
I
yeah.
guess 11 made gangster crip out some Hawthorne.
He's talking a lot in that Rick Rock interview all about the IE and shedding light on the IE.
from Hawthorne. I got a call from my man Bodine, which was the one, you know, he does security for Jaden, right? His nephew, I guess, is one of the dudes that helped start whatever this is. I'm gonna be real. I've never, respectfully, I never heard of this game.
Yeah, I didn't know he was
I
moving
hear
over there.
11 made, you know, it's East Coast.
Right.
I don't know about, and they neighborhood Crips. I've never heard of a gangster Crip tied to 11 made. So, you know, in certain conversation, and see where you're up at, and I'll send you this confused.
I don't know that dude to work for y'all, bro.
You know, Rick Rock too, they personally have a relationship. They know each other, arguing.
No, that's I'm trying to understand if Marty sent me a text at 2:30 telling me he had to cancel. He's still a baker. I called you at 3 o'clock and let you know Marty just canceled because you looking for a barber for the niggas. Shit, right. Now I just canceled. He ain't gonna make it.